Welcome back, third grade musicians. So glad to see you again. Thank you for using Mr. Camacho's lessons. I'm Mr. Camacho. So today we're going to be focusing on music that comes from the Canadian province, Newfoundland. Now when you look at the word Newfoundland, you would think that it should be pronounced Newfoundland, right? But in Canada, they pronounce it Newfoundland, like a fin, okay? So let's take a look at what life is like in Newfoundland. Newfoundland is the farthest east of Canada's 10 provinces. It includes the island of Newfoundland, the territory of Labrador, and the mainland east of the St. Lawrence River. The capital and largest city is St. John's. The primary products of their economy are fish, iron ore, and paper pulp. For several centuries, people from Ireland and Western England came to make their fishing living in Newfoundland, and most of the population stems from those people. However, there is a small French-speaking population on the western coast of the island. If we were to look at a map of Newfoundland to try to find Bonavist Harbour, we would locate it near the city of Carbonear. So Bonavista is a very large port, and the whole city of Carbonear is very well known for its fishing. So many people that live there fish for a living. So now that we know more about Newfoundland, let's learn the music of Bonavist Harbour. All right, students, so we're going to move to the music to start with, okay, so that we can feel the strong beats in the song. All right, so when we start to hear the music, you're going to take a big step first, and then a little step, and then a big step, and a little step. Okay, so when the music's playing, oh, there's lots of fish at Bonavist Harbour, right? So every time we step with our right foot, we're going to take a big step, and then when we step to the other way, big step, small step, and then the other way, big step, small step. Okay, so let's try this with the music. Okay, big step and little step. Big, little, big, little, big, little. Right, then left. Right, and then left. Move around if you need to. Big, little, big, little. Great job, everybody. So, remember, we did that so that we could feel the strong beats. The big step is the strong beat. The little step is the weak beat, right? So, the strong beat is always the first beat. Boom, it's little. Big, little. Okay, so we always start with the big beat first. Okay? Now, let's try learning the words of that song. So, meet me over at my piano. All right, students, so this song starts with a fermata. A fermata is when you hold a note a little longer, okay? So when we start with our first note, which is sol, meet me on sol, or if you have a higher voice, sol, sol. We're gonna hold that first pitch a little longer than normal, okay? So I'm gonna do it for you first. Copy after me, okay? Here we go. Oh, there's lots of fish in Bonavist Harbour. Your turn. Good. Second line. Lots of fish right in around here. Your turn. My turn. We're still on the second line, the last measure of the second line, boys and girls. Boys and girls are fishing together. Your turn. My turn. 45 All right, so we're going to sing the first verse together, and then we'll learn the refrain next, all right? Here is our first pitch. Sol, sol. We're going to hold this sol as a fermata at first. Match my pitch, sol. Okay, here it goes. Oh, there's lots of fish in Bonavist Harbour. Lots of fish right in around here. Boys and girls are fishing together. 45 miles from Carbonear. Okay, so go ahead and practice that again. Rewind. Practice with me again. Do it as many times as you need, and then go on to the refrain next. Okay, so this refrain starts again with another fermata where we hold our note. Oh, again on sol, oh, and then copy after me for the rest. Catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one. Your turn. Second line, my turn. Swing around this one, swing around she. Your turn. The last measure of the second line. Dance around this one, dance around that one. Your turn. Last two measures. Diddle-dum this and diddle-dum dee. Your turn. Very good. Now, let's do the refrain together, and then we'll learn the second verse. Okay, so our refrain again starts with sol. Make sure you're starting on sol. All right, here we go. Oh, catch a one this one, catch a hold that one. Swing around this one, swing around she. Dance around this one, dance around that one. Diddle-dum this and diddle-dum dee. Okay, again, rewind, practice with me again, however many times you need to, and then we'll move on to the second verse together. All right? Okay, so now let's learn the second verse. So the second verse are the pink words on in the song that you're reading, and we still start with the fermata on sol, first pitch sol with the fermata, holding it long. All right, here we go. Well, now Uncle George got up in the morning. Your turn. My turn, second line. He got up in a wonderful tear. Your turn. My turn, last measure of the second line. Ripped the seat right out of his britches. Your turn. Last two measures, my turn. Now he's got their hair to wear. Your turn. Okay, great. So now let's sing that second verse together. Our first pitch. Sol, meet me on sol. And remember, it's a fermata, so we're going to hold this pitch for a little while longer. Okay, here we go. Together now. Well, now, Uncle George got up in the morning. He got up in a wonderful tear. Ripped the seat right out of his britches. Now he's got no pants to wear. All right, so again, if you need to practice that section again, rewind, listen over again. Practice as many times until you get the words, okay? Next, we're going to sing the entire song with the dance. Okay, students, so last time we did just a couple steps to our dance. Now we're going to add some hand movements so that it bring a little bit more into the music, okay? So for the first part, where it says, "Oh, there's lots of fish in Bonavist Harbour, lots of fish in around here." Just move your arm like you're showing everybody all the fish in the harbor, okay? And then when it comes to boys and girls, so boys, maybe something like this where you're saying strong boys or crazy boys, boys and girls. So I do this for the girls, right? Like the hair. Boys and girls are fishing together. So I do this like I'm fishing, right? Fishing together. 45 miles from Carbonear. So for that last part, I'm going to pretend like I'm looking 45 miles to Carbonear. Okay? And then when we get to the refrain, "Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one." Right? Like I'm pretending I'm catching the fish or bringing up the net with all the fish. And then swing around this way, swing around she. So now I grab the fish and then I swing the net over my shoulder. Okay? And then back to the dance. Dance around this one, dance around that one. And then for the last part, I'll just keep doing the same. Diddle-dee this one, diddle-dee-dum. Okay, so I'm just going to keep stepping like our original steps. All right? And that's the refrain. And now let's go to the second verse. For the second verse, or the last verse, we're going to do a couple other different movements, right? So maybe for Uncle George got up in the morning. Uncle George got up in the morning. He got up in a wonderful tear. Right? So he got up, and he got up in a wonderful tear. And then ripped the seat right out of his breeches. Now he's got ne'er pair to wear. Okay, so he's going to rip the seat right out of his breeches, and now he's got no pair to wear. Okay, so let's go over all those hand signs from the beginning. So again, students, copy as I do, okay? Oh, there's lots of fish in Bonavist Harbour, lots of fish right in around here. Boys and girls are fishing together, 45 miles from Carbonear. Okay, and then we go to the refrain. Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one. Swing around this one, swing around she. Dance around this one, dance around that one. Diddle-dum this and diddle-dum dee. Back to the second verse. Well, now, Uncle George got up in the morning, he got up in a wonderful tear, ripped the seat right out of his breeches, now he's got no pair to wear. Okay, students, so if you need to again practice, go back, rewind for this part, and go through those steps and the movements, the hand movements, all right? Next, we're going to sing the song and do all the movements all together, okay? Let's go for it. All right, students, thanks again for joining Mr. Camacho and Mr. Camacho's lessons. I hope you have fun with these dance moves and singing the song. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.